everybody. Welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm your host, Rick. This is Gretchen. She's never been here before. And then, of course, on the far side over there is Drew from 1 Inch Heroes. You might have seen him in the chat giving good information on what to do when I mess up.
It's okay information.
And he's also a very active member and poster in the Painting Happy Little Minis group here on Facebook. So you can see a lot of his cool work there. We were actually, just before we came on, Drew was telling me how he got the spiderweb effect on one of his most recent projects, and it was super cool. So, yeah. But we're painting dragons again today, ladies and gentlemen.
Excited.
Yay.
Yeah, dragons.
Dragons.
These are from albinodragon.com. You can check them out. There's the one I started on Tuesday, the green dragon. And we're going to be giving away another one today. If you use the hashtag DragonsHorde, you'll be entered to win. But also, if you don't win, and you go to albinodragon.com and put in that as a coupon code, you can order one of these. And I think with the coupon code, this will only be like $9 for this dragon.
That's good.
So it's a really good value. So go check that out.
Yeah, they're pretty sizable minis too, so that's not a bad price for what you're getting.
Yeah.
They're sturdy little guys.
So Gretchen, for all of you that may or may not know yet, is doing a lot of content with us here at Game Trade Media and Previews World and
That'll be
Comic
exciting.
World. And this is her first time painting with us.
It is. I'm so excited.
Tell us what you're going to be doing with your dragon.
All right, so I am going to be doing a blue dragon, because blue is my favorite color. And then I am going to add, I did a little bit of a base coat going on with some of the bronze.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go over that with the blue, and then probably do some dry brushing over that as well.
Cool.
I don't really know how it's going to turn out yet, but I have a vision
You have
in
a
my brain.
vision.
I'm going to go for it.
And that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
talking about. That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Nice.
So how many miniatures have you painted in your life, Gretchen?
None ever.
Travesty.
So I've painted a lot of different things, though, a lot of different art projects, and I typically work with watercolors, though.
Okay.
So
I've seen some of your watercolor work, and it's pretty amazing. So, and you also do cosplay stuff, right?
I also do cosplay stuff, and I've done a lot of sculpture kind of nonsense before as
Okay.
well. So I'm gonna use what I've learned and pretend that, you know, those few classes of art school I went to were worth every penny, and we'll put
Perfect.
it together, and it'll be worth the student loan debt for this dragon.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
And what are you doing, Drew?
I'm going to be doing a red dragon because I'm an avid D&D player, and there. Come on, let's face it. There's really only one color of dragon.
I mean, there is the
I mean,
iconic.
it's the iconic red dragon that
Yeah.
has graced the cover of nearly every edition of the book.
Okay, well, you're
So-
not wrong.
That's a lot of feelings for the
That-
color red.
And what a great
It's fair.
segue that takes us to. Let's talk about something I got in the mail today.
I do what I
I'm
can,
so
Rick.
excited for this.
So, Penguin Random House and 10speed.com came out with this amazing art book. You may have seen it on some social media things, but it's the Art and Arcana Visual Guide to Dungeons and Dragons. And you'd be really surprised as to who had a hand in this. So,
Oh.
Joe Manganiello wrote the foreword, who you guys who have watched would know, huge fan of D&D himself, has the Gary Gygax Memorial D&D room in his basement. You know, he's a big fan. But Sam Witwer is also one of the ones that did this as part of this. And you guys might recognize that individual from the show Being Human. He was the vampire roommate.
Oh,
I met
okay.
him once.
Sam Witwer, the
Yeah,
vampire roommate.
he
He's
was
also the body
awesome.
double, or the body model for the main character you play in the Star Wars Force Unleashed video game series.
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
cool.
He was also,
I love those games.
He's done like everything.
he's done a lot of cool stuff.
What a nerd.
What a nerd. But he was also Doomsday on Smallville. So he's been a lot of cool characters throughout pop culture in our fandom, and he does a lot of voices too for like Clone Wars
Yep.
and Star Wars Rebels and all that stuff. So he's a huge fanboy in and of itself. I did not know, however, that he had a fandom in D&D.
Yeah.
Which makes me like him even more. But this is really cool, and just like you were saying about the iconic Red Dragon, there is Larry Elmore's work right on the cover.
Exactly,
of
that's
the
what I'm
Red
talking
Box
about.
With the iconic Red Dragon. And for those of you that don't know, there's also, we did an interview with Kelly Slagle and the producer and the people behind the movie coming out called Eye of the Beholder, The Art of Dungeons & Dragons. It's a documentary. They did a Kickstarter earlier this year. We interviewed them at Gen Con. So there's a lot of really cool content coming out around the art that is the visual aspect of Dungeons & Dragons that everybody's just like, it's literally what draws people to the game sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So make sure if you guys didn't know about this, you go check it out. You can probably pick it up at your local bookstore. Hopefully you can get it at your local game store as well. I'm hoping that comic shops and game stores will also be picking this up because I'm sure they can get it through Diamond or Alliance. So it's very cool.
That's awesome.
Just so
Cool,
you
super
guys
cool.
know, Mini Painting Studios is in the chat.
Hey,
Peter, Michael, Steve, Carl, Kat,
What's up,
Jason,
guys?
Nice.
What's up,
Jeff
guys?
Jenkins is here.
Jeff.
Craig,
Dang.
Shane is here as well.
Shane.
Nice.
Yes. Also, Jeff says blue dragons are where it's at.
Yeah.
No
I
bias.
feel like he's a
right.
little biased. Because that's what he
He
painted.
painted blue last time.
That is true. He did.
Also, Rick, your favorite dragon is a maple worm.
Right,
Wyvern, excuse me.
A maple wyvern.
Wyvern.
is my favorite dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, my favorite type of draconic creature.
Are they delicious with waffles?
They actually produce a much more sweet and deadly version of maple syrup.
Is it poisonous?
It's their breath weapon.
Ah.
It's not so much that it's poisonous; it just slows you down.
Do they talk with a New England accent?
No, they are. See, I don't want to offend anybody, but I want to go all Bob and Doug McKenzie with the like, "Hey, you hoser," and with a Canadian accent. But yeah, so they're from the Great White North, the Great Maple Dragon, legendary beasts. Actually, it's actually a addendum to the Dragonomicon. At the end of the book, it talks about even more mystical and legendary creatures in the dragon arena, and the maple dragon is the primary. Yeah, just so you guys know.
Oh.
Fair,
Oh my
fair
goodness.
enough.
Also, Shane
And
says
I learned something today.
Shane likes your gold dragon.
Thank you.
Also,
Yeah.
Jean says black dragons are the best. By the way,
Gene who?
Jean Lopez.
Okay, they're not wrong. Black dragons are pretty cool.
I mean, if I had to choose a dragon as a neutral evil character to ride, then yeah, probably.
Yes.
Do red dragons always have the same?
Breath weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do. Fire. And I was actually wrong with the green dragon.
Oh, you were.
I was. Black dragons actually spit acid. Green dragons breathe chlorine gas.
Yeah, poison. Poison damage.
Yep.
How about yellow dragons?
Yellow dragons don't exist.
How
Don't-
about purple dragons?
You're ruining this for me, Leona. No. So in the in D&D in the dragon lore, you have 5 chromatics, which are black, white, blue, red, and green, and 5 metallics, which are copper, bronze, gold, silver, and what's the other one? Bronze, silver, gold.
Bronze, silver,
copper.
gold, copper. Yeah.
And then they have they came out with like gem dragons that shot out like these crystalline dragons, like your ruby dragon, they shot out rubies.
That's cool.
It's like, what?
Christopher says y'all are thinking too small. Why just one color? Get all the colors with TMF.
I thought about that earlier.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a rainbow dragon, just cause, and glitter, but they don't have glitter, which is sad. Why don't you have glitter?
Well, the reason I don't have any glitter is because I'm hoarding it all. So if you use the hashtag Dragon Hoard, you can be entered in the, put it in the chat, and someone will win this. But truly, I have gone and purchased some glitter. I didn't realize that you were going to want some today, but I purchased some because I'm also painting another Thanos at my house for Thanos Rising, and he's going to be his whole color scheme is 70s disco.
Oh man,
Oh, what we had talked
So
about.
beautiful.
I'm working
that's
on it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I approve this message.
Yeah. Thanos snaps his fingers and the disco ball materializes out of the ceiling.
Yep, and half of the population does.
Yeah, but it's okay because now there's a dance party.
I was gonna say, and it just means there's more room on the dance floor.
Tough dance party.
You just want to get them out there. You can tell by the way I walk, I'm a woman's man. No, time to talk. And half of the crowd goes away. Crap.
He just keeps
More room
snapping
at
through
the
the
punch bowl.
That's right.
Boom.
Also, Kat says the look that you gave Rick was unreal.
About the what? The glitter?
About the glitter. Yeah. So much sense.
So there's
I has it.
too much. Put some back.
I have sass in my pants. I has it.
So, Drew, what projects are you working on currently?
Well, I just finished up a really nice piece where I was a dwarf shield maiden at a river crossing, which was just I took a break from doing some commission work, and that was just a real me piece, something I really just wanted to flex my creative muscles on, and it was nice. It really got me out of my comfort zone on a lot of new techniques, which is something I always talk about. You want to push yourself as an artist, because otherwise you're never going to grow. And it was really nice. I learned a lot of new things. I have gotten a lot of compliments and requests, especially on the spider webs,
Yes, so
like you mentioned earlier.
So
and
good.
I might be putting a tutorial together for that this weekend, so keep an eye out for that on my channel.
So if they want to watch it, they'd want to go to your Twitch channel, correct?
Yep, yeah, you can catch me on Twitch. Just search 1 Inch Heroes. I'll also try to post it later on to my Facebook page, also at 1 Inch Heroes.
Yeah, let us know when you put it up so we can share it as well.
Absolutely. I got a couple of new pieces in that I'm very eager to work on, and I have a Star Wars Legion commission sitting on my desk that I'm about to get started on too. So
Excellent.
it's got a lot on my plate, but it's really awesome because I love painting minis. I have an unhealthy obsession with painting minis, and I love to do it. So.
I don't understand the word unhealthy and painting minis in the same
Yeah.
sentence.
Right, yeah, see?
It doesn't make sense.
Well, and you don't
I'm just using what other people have used to describe me. I don't have a problem. I can quit whenever I want. I just don't want to.
never quit.
I'm going to see if I can share this into...
Well, and you don't have the habit of licking your brush, so it's not unhealthy for you.
You know,
Oh, it's just not something I do in public. I am all about licking my own brushes in the privacy of my own studio.
I've ingested enough paint to know it's fine. It's good. Don't.
Right.
It's non-toxic.
It hasn't
right,
affected me
mostly?
at all, right, Talking Octopus?
If I see the talking octopus too, then you're good.
Mine is a top hat.
Oh, mine doesn't. Never
Oh.
mind.
What is wrong? What have I done? What have I done?
Yeah, I was going to say, you invited this train wreck on. I blame
Yes. All aboard? Yeah, it's Facebook's being a little
Persnickety.
yeah,
A little laggy.
you. Good word.
yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, I opened to another page and it is fine, but
I told you technology's weird around me. Does anyone ever believe me?
No, we believe you, witch. Back to the swamp. What?
I weigh more than a duck.
Very small rocks.
I don't know. Do you float? We must see if like a log.
Do churches
Turned me
float?
into a newt.
You got better.
I got better. Yeah. Look at us. Yeah, just one line in some Monty Python.
I feel it's a prerequisite, when you're working on fantasy stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So last time on Tuesday we asked everybody to name their favorite dragons,
Ooh.
which was really a lot of fun because some of the dragons that were put out there were just classics. So what should we ask them today? Right? Because that's like taking away the big gun right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
So I'm
Dragon Slayer?
That's what I was thinking.
gonna say favorite Dragon Slayer, favorite treasure.
Ooh, yeah. What would be something that you would want in a dragon's hoard?
Or if you were a dragon, what would you hoard?
Ah, that's a good one.
I like
I like
that.
it. Yes, yes. Hashtag dragon hoard. Dragon hoard.
Dragon's hoard.
Share it.
Hit that twit machine.
So if I were a dragon and I were to hoard things, I practically am a dragon anyways.
You are a little
'Cause,
bit.
It would be comic books, certain toys, Star Wars toys,
Yep.
and old D&D, the 80s D&D cartoon toys and stuff that came out.
Ooh,
And then, of course, RPGs.
yeah.
I have so many different RPGs. It's insane.
Oh man, that's a tough one. If ever a
Mini
dragon.
Painting Studio said, I would hoard unpainted miniatures.
Oh, wait, I do that. I may be a dragon.
Carl says, I hoard nachos.
That's what's up.
No
That's
dragons
what's up, Carl.
required.
Carl knows what he's about.
Forgotten cups of coffee.
So you just leave them sitting around the house. What was that movie?
Forgotten.
What was that movie with Mark? Was it Mark Wahlberg? No, it wasn't Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, what was the movie?
It's the one where the aliens and his daughter kept leaving the glasses of water, and it couldn't find out the aliens who were.
Oh, Signs.
Signs.
That's what it is.
So you're like the girl from Signs, but instead of putting a glass of water all over the house,
Coffee.
you put coffee
Coffee and swords.
and swords.
Coffee and swords. That's my
That's
my
your
hoard.
thing.
Here's
What's
a
that?
fun.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Same thing.
I'm secretly Mel Gibson. It's fine. It's good.
The one thing that I would hoard, apart from scores of unpainted minis, scores. One thing that a lot of people might not know that I like to hoard and collect is dice.
Oh, I feel like a lot of
I like
people.
fun dice sets. I like unusual, looking dice. I have, tried to find like really interesting and unique ones that just speak to me for my own collection. But yeah, I think I would. One of the things in my pile of gubbins that I hoard would definitely be dice.
I
See that?
I think there's just something about like mammal brain going, ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
Like something about dice makes you be like, oh, shiny, colorful, mine now.
It's like when you're out walking and you're like, "Ooh, look at that shiny rock."
Yeah.
And your brain goes,
And
"Pick
then
it up," and you go, "Why?" And
Put
your
it in
brain
your
goes, "'Cause you
pocket."
gotta,"
And you do.
and you do.
Yup.
Dice would also be some. I mean, you see the top hat behind me here, and I've got this big top hat full of dice. But at my house, I have like fish bowls, candy bowls, vases filled with dice.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
Because I'll always say it, if you're ever at a convention when Chessex is there,
Oh yeah, no,
they have
they.
the scoop.
Yep.
For $45, you get this beer mug or this beer
That's
thing, a
awesome.
pitcher that you.
Oh wow.
And you can scoop in this big tank of dice, and then after you scoop it up, they'll like try to stack as much as they can on top of it until like one falls off. You're like, oh, that's it. And then you're like, how much? $45.
It's like Five Guys with fries.
Yes.
Oh man.
And it's
I need to
so
get in on
nice.
that action.
It is so nice.
I've actually gotten some old typesetter drawers that they have like that hold the letters
Yep.
in them, and then I'm going to hang them up on the wall and put my dice on display in them.
Did you just get that off of Marketplace on Facebook?
Which one?
The typesetter drawers.
No, I actually found them at a yard sale for like $5.
Because someone had something like that on Marketplace. Not that I'm on there all the time looking for stuff.
Lies.
But I am.
Your dragon horde is built on lies. But I mean, dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so in the chat, Kat says Rick would hoard maple syrup.
I wouldn't, and I'll tell you why. Because I'd eat it all.
Yeah. There'd be nothing
So
left to
you hoard
hoard.
it in your stomach. Carl says, I also hoard unpainted minis. It's a sickness. Melissa says, I'd hoard corgis.
Corgis.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I mean, of all dogs you could hoard,
that's a
that's
good
a
hoard.
pretty solid choice.
It's a nice
agree.
little just. It'd be so fluffy.
So fluffy. So fluffy.
I would say cats, but it's just my cat.
I
Just
tried that
over
once.
and over again.
Didn't work out.
As you say, that whole saying, something hurting cats.
Yes. Yeah, I tried that once. When I first moved here, you guys are going to be like, what is wrong with you?
I do that anyway.
When I
But
first moved to Maryland, my girlfriend at the time and I were doing like rescuing cats and stuff up in Tennessee,
As you do.
as you do. And 3 of the cats that we had gotten pregnant around the same time.
This sounds like a great story.
And we moved here to a
Off to a
2-bedroom
good
apartment.
start.
And all 3 of those cats had their litters within the same week.
so it was
Oh.
heaven.
It was like 15 babies.
Heaven.
And 3
Heaven.
mama cats.
Little
It wasn't.
beans of
No.
happiness.
Mm-mm. Well, technically it was, and it was really funny. Is one of the cats I had named Shaggy Dog from Game of Thrones became like the mama cat for all of them. She would try to steal all 15 kittens, and it was literally just destroying her because the other 2 mama cats were like, oh, she's gonna do it, so we had to like separate them out because they were just eating her dry. I was like, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor kitty.
Yeah.
It just sounds like so much fun once they were big enough to play, though.
Oh yeah. Once they became like aware.
Once they were cats.
Yeah.
Once they stopped being jelly beans.
Yeah. So we ended up rehoming them back in Tennessee to some families that had farms and big barns and stuff. So a lot of them became barn cats and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
Happy
Yeah.
ending, but Jesus, don't try to collect cats.
The moral to the story.
Don't. Yeah. Ooh.
There's more of them now than there are Pokemon.
Right.
It's hard to catch them all.
No kidding.
Mini Painting Studio says you should secure those dice in the hat, like behind you, Rick,
Yeah.
with acrylic resin so that when you wear it, you have a huge dice hat.
I am not doing that.
It would be so heavy and dangerous.
It also comes with a resin-backed neck brace
Right.
to support the ungainly weight.
That is accurate.
Also, Thousand Year Bear says, I would hoard other dragons' hoard.
Nice.
But currently I hoard aluminum cans.
There you go.
Interesting.
As you do.
I know. I
As
know
one
people
does.
collect old aluminum cans, like for like advertisement pieces, which is kind of neat. Like how some people collect the old oil cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Everybody has their thing, has their geek.
Also, Natasha says, I used to hoard Spawn figures.
Ah.
Interesting.
I have a friend
That's
of
not
mine who used to
surprising.
collect those. I remember as a kid going over his house, and he always just had every time I went over, he had 2 new Spawn figures, and they just completely enveloped his room.
Nice.
Yeah, but Drew, you know how much they're worth these days?
The same.
Probably about what he paid for them.
Yeah, you took my joke from me.
I'm a ruiner. You all knew this.
Great. Todd McFarlane's watching, and he just said, "What?"
James says, my other half hoards makeup. It's easy to do.
Nice.
That is very easy to do.
Just like it's easy to hoard minis. Okay.
It is.
It's true.
Listen, you sometimes
You just
you
keep
just see
buying
something
stuff.
sparkly or new, or you don't know what it does, so you just want to know.
Also, a while
Well,
back.
that's me with hobby supplies.
Yeah.
That's me
I don't
with
know what
art
that
supplies. You know
does,
what?
but I'm gonna
I
get it.
have. I take it back. I have a lot of art supplies that I go into Michael's with a coupon, and I'm like, I don't know what this does, but it looks cool.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous game.
That is not a lie.
I got a coupon for this cool thing. I don't know what it does, but I'm gonna buy 4.
We'll find out.
Yep.
News that film at 11.
Or I always love the items that try and make things easier. So it's like a very specialized paintbrush for this thing, but really you can just use.
And then you still
Yup.
end up using like the 3 same beat up paintbrushes for
Right.
everything.
Like from Walmart.
Not wrong. That is so accurate it hurts.
This is true. I have all these brushes, and it's like I like using the Wargamer, the Psycho, which is literally like I don't know if you can see it on the my overhead
Minicam?
roll here.
Oh
That-
gosh.
It's like
Bring it farther away from the
a
camera.
couple.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, then it just disappears. But it's only like a couple hairs. This one, and then I have like this rounded one that I have at home that I use a lot for like dry brushing as well. Those are my favorite ones. Nice. I need a strong tone. I only have some. So yeah. We were talking also before the show. So on Tuesday, we were talking a little bit about Netflix, which we do often.
Hashtag unofficial.
Hashtag unofficial sponsor. But there's a show on there right now called Disenchanted. And Drew has said that he has watched
I watched
some
the
of it.
whole series.
The whole series, okay, great. Because I'm rewatching it already.
Oh, nice.
I have not yet.
Well, Drew, tell us.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
See if I hang
So-
out with you anymore.
Well, you're gonna have to watch it.
Nice.
But Drew, what is it about the show that you enjoy?
I just enjoy that it has a lot of the silly, fantasy world feel that people play D&D for. And there's a lot of visual gags in the show.
That's my brand.
There's visual gags. Nice. There's there's a lot of visual gags, so you really have to pay attention to catch a lot of it, which is really fun. But it's really well written, and I find I see a lot of players I have played with in the character Lucy,
Oh my God, yes.
where they're like, yeah, go ahead, do this terrible thing. I mean, it doesn't affect me. When the town guard run you out on a rail, they're not going to be looking at me.
'Cause I may be a demon, but I look like an ugly cat.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The voice actor who's playing Lucy is actually very well known. But
I'll look it up.
you've got the guy who does the voice of Bender is
He's the king.
He's the king,
Yeah,
King Zod.
King Zod.
and it's like he's just really good. And then
Oh, it's Eric Andre.
Eric Andre,
That's it,
that's who it
yeah.
is.
Who's Lucy?
Yeah. And then Elfo, which is super original, who is the elf, is done by. It's funny as I watch some
Nat
of the.
Faxon.
What's that?
Nat Faxon.
Nat Faxon, who you might recognize from Dad of the Year, which is a Netflix original with David Spade, and you've seen this actor before. Lots of people have. And then one of the other ones that's doing voices, I did not realize who it was, but he's doing like 90 voices on the dang show. But he's the guy from Office Space, who wore the glasses of the three amigos. Basically, you had the main character, the guy with the glasses and the tie and stuff, who go out and they beat up the printer.
Breen Wilson? Oh, no, I'm thinking of The Office. You're thinking Office Space.
Office Space.
Okay.
I'm really horrible with names. Everybody who watches the show should know that.
He was Michael Bolton was his character name.
No.
Yes.
But I can't place his real name.
Looking at his picture on IMDb, you'd be like, that can't be the same guy because his face is all twisted up.
David Herman. David Herman.
Can you pass me the very light blue?
That's
there?
his name, by the way.
If you
Sorry.
can open it, it should be fine.
If I can open it.
Yeah, some glue spilt on it.
That came right off.
Perfect. So yeah, I've been enjoying it for a lot of the same reasons you mentioned, the visual the comedy that's in it, and the story is actually really interesting. Not the short like episodic stories, but the long story that they're putting together.
The long arm of the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jean said I've started watching it recently and love it so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really
It's like a
really
crazy
worth a
D&D
watch.
campaign.
it is.
Apparently, Painting Studios has met Eric Andre
Nice.
Oh.
with Hannibal Buress, and it was insane, as you would imagine.
I have no doubt. Because they have a show on Cartoon Network. It's like a talk show. It's the worst.
Yeah, it's really kind of a wild ride.
Because he's always like asking like these off the wall questions. It's almost like they tried to do a live action Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh, delightful.
But yeah. It's like, what's your superpowers, citizen? What?
I love that show so much when that was on the air.
Oh, I did too. Did you ever watch that, Gretchen?
Which one?
Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
What year was this?
Nothing to say. One, I don't know. Two, I'm probably guessing you were 5.
A weed ass.
What's that?
It was the first episode was 1994.
Oh.
The last episode
I
was
wasn't
2008.
Yeah, I know. 1994, you were.
I was born 1991.
Your tree. Wow, it kept going for till 2008 though. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So good. Dang it.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry.
Now I feel old.
You're old. You're all old.
Curmudgeons.
was
I
like, wait,
remember
what?
back when I had to use the flipper to change the channel, but I had to get up and turn it on the TV.
Yep.
Wow.
I remember watching Lawrence Welk show on Sundays with my grandparents.
Can I interest you in a Werther's original?
So.
They're sort of candy.
They're candy enough. It's
I know.
Fine.
You
fine.
guys are really need to stay out of my house. I literally on the island in my kitchen.
There's
Do you
Werther's.
have
I
Werther's
have
original?
Werther's. Yeah, I have a whole big
What?
bag of
You
Sorry,
them.
old
my
man.
wife has a big bag of them too, and she's younger than me, so
They're so good.
They are really
What?
good.
they are delicious, honestly.
My grandmother would give me Ricolas as candy, and I didn't realize that they're like cough medicine,
Oh.
like cough drops.
Did she?
So-
Also, yeah.
She did. She knew.
Also, one of the things it says right on the package is if you eat more than like 3 of them, like prepare for gastrointestinal unhappiness is what the most polite, like TV friendly way I could say that you're not going to be leaving the bathroom for a few minutes.
That's
a good
terrifying.
time.
Yeah, it's actually pretty horrible.
So it's funny because like
Yeah.
Werther's like don't make me think of old people. Ricolas make me think of
And ribbon candy.
yeah.
Ribbon candy. Which is great because whenever you want ribbon candy, you can only ever get like a handful of ribbon candy because when it's in the bowl, it just
sticks together.
congeals into a single horrifying mass.
Why do you guys eat things so terrifying?
Have you
It
seen?
was a different time. We didn't know.
Have you seen a video about how they make ribbon candy? It's super cool.
No.
It is actually fascinating. I
Yeah.
have seen that.
Yeah. They have to pull it.
But I'm a nerd and I like
That's
that
cool.
sort of stuff.
Pull it like taffy?
Yeah, they pull. They have like an iron hook.
Oh,
They have to
nice.
pull the sugar while it's still hot.
Metal.
Nice. I can dig that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
really cool.
neat.
I mean, like this is like where they have like how ribbon candy is made by hand. Like obviously you could do it, a machine could do it, but
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat. My favorite like cheapo candy was the Andes mints. That was my Andes
The
mints.
chocolate,
Yeah.
The
chocolate
thin-
mint candy.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Mint is for
What's-
toothpaste, and that is it.
No, we can't be
Mint-
friends anymore. I thought we were gonna be pals.
Mint is for toothpaste and mojitos. That is it.
Wow.
God,
That is
we
me.
can't be.
I will brook no other answer. Mint candy, mint,
We're
no.
gonna throw down about mint.
Do
All
it.
right, so in order to diffuse the throwdown, I'm going to go ahead and say, remember, if you go ahead and put hashtag Dragons Horde into the chat, you'll be entered to win this dragon, which is the same dragon we're painting.
or hashtag mint is for toothpaste.
No, don't do that. No, mint is for toothpaste. It's mint for everything, just like maple syrup.
Ugh. That's it. I'm leaving.
Don't know.
However, if you cannot get this, if you're not the winner, you can still get one of these if you go to albinodragons.com and put in the coupon code Dragons Horde. You can get this for about $9, maybe a little bit more, but not much more. So it's a great great value to get an
What a
amazing miniature.
steal.
What a steal! Add it to your miniature dragon horde.
Yes. Do you need more miniature dragons in your life? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Do you need more unpainted minis in your dragon horde?
First of all, how dare you?
And now we return to the snack talk here on Painting Happy Little Minis.
Mike says Necco wafers.
What?
Necco wafers?
Ne-
What
Necco
are-
wafers.
What is Necco wafers? I want to
They
know
are
now.
chalk disguised as candy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true.
And did you know that apparently there's 6 different flavors?
There are.
What?
Oh.
That is
They all
blasphemy.
taste the same.
That's
Yeah, they all taste the same.
Color. Yeah, I was gonna
Colors
say
are a
colors.
flavor.
Colors aren't a flavor.
no, they are a flavor.
flavor.
Why?
No, that's actually not true. It's like with Gatorade. You know, like what flavor is it? Yellow. You know, it's yellow flavor.
Yeah. Oh, also, Colin.
And anybody who refers to Gatorade by its actual flavor instead of its color, they're a cop.
Not to be trusted.
Like that is a narc right there.
A
Oh, but
Gatorade
like
nut.
which blue? You know, glacial freeze or you know the other one? No, wrong. Light blue and blue.
Get
nice
out.
try, officer.
Facts.
I'm glad.
You
I'm
just
glad
like
he's bringing
smack it
up.
out of their hand. Get out of my house, narc.
Get out of my house, narc. Here, why don't you have some fizzy water?
Anyone who says that blue is not a flavor isn't to be trusted. Honestly.
All right, fine.
Blue
I'll
is-
agree with you on that.
Okay,
Blue is
good,
a flavor.
good. Blue is a very. It's a distinct flavor.
It tastes like blue.
It does.
Tastes like blue should taste.
Yeah. It's like NyQuil. It has 2 flavors. Red
Awake and dead?
green death.
As we say, awake and dead.
That's it.
That
Gross.
is. That's how that tastes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, so I can wake up on my kitchen floor and wonder what the heck happened medicine.
I just pass right out with NyQuil. I just
I like sweet.
take like a half dose and I am done. I was at a friend's house with the sniffles. They were like, "Hey, you want like some NyQuil?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a little strong for me." And
Boom.
they were like,
You're
Boom.
done. You're
they
done.
were like, "But you're sneezing. Take a half dose." And I passed out. They,
Oh,
I
nice.
I just remember them coming up to me, tucking me in at the sleepover, like, "Oh, poor baby, you fell asleep with NyQuil. Didn't even get to drink the margaritas."
See, but that honestly sounds like the perfect social interaction. I went to a party, I'm here, other people interacted with me, and I didn't have to do anything. It was fantastic.
I agree with that.
You're describing my perfect party situation, frankly.
I'm an extrovert. I like hanging out,
No,
talking to
I do
everyone.
too. I like people
Tell me,
for the most part.
tell me your tale. Just like sit down.
Yes.
Colin says I'd be hoarding board games.
That's a good.
That
one.
is a good
Yeah.
one.
Also, Mini Painting Studios says you have very good narc senses.
Interesting.
You're
Finely
prepared.
honed from my capricious youth, of which I will not go into detail.
And Mike says my favorite flavor of Kool-Aid is purple or red. Hashtag not a narc.
He knows what's up.
I can dig
And
it.
Carl says sorry, green is the best Kool-Aid.
That,
I mean, maybe the best Kool-Aid for you.
Let me
Oh,
let me
rough.
tell you how old I am because there was a flavor called Purple Saurus Rex back in the day.
That sounds like the
was,
best flavor.
It was grape and lemonade together.
Ew.
And it was fantastic.
No.
Oh no, how dare you?
How dare you,
Oh,
indeed.
hashtag how dare you?
She's not lived.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, that
I
makes sense
remember
because it
that.
would be like sour grape, basically, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
flipping
Oh,
amazing.
No. Grape is the flavor of medicine.
No.
Cherry is
No,
the
no,
flavor.
because it was like a sour grape. It was really good. Like
Yeah, I remember it. It was so good.
it was so good. When somebody's
That's
mom
because
busted
you're
out the
old.
Purple Saurus
That's
Rex
'cause you're
flavor
old and
packet,
you don't know
you
what real
knew
flavor
that
is.
party was going to be lit.
Oh.
I think because we're old, we do know what real flavor is. Everything
Honestly?
today is like processed and, grown in a freaking lab.
Listen. Sometimes you just want your science beverage.
Science beverage.
Hashtag science beverage.
Science beverages by Elon Musk. Speaking of which, didn't he do a candy? Isn't he doing like a candy company or something?
What isn't he doing?
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to be Disney. Back off, man.
I'm pretty sure he's like Hank Scorpio.
Oh yeah, he's totally a villain.
Hey, Drew, you're in luck. On eBay, you can get some Purple Source Rex.
How much?
For only $13.90, you can get 20 packets of expired collectible Purple Source Rex Kool-Aid.
Collect-
Oh my god, I
Expired.
hope it makes me hallucinate.
Also, Shane says the red dragon looks incredible. It's
Oh.
hard to believe it's only been an hour.
Has
Or
it
less
been?
than an hour.
I think it's only been like
Yeah.
a half hour.
45
No, we're
minutes.
45
Good
minutes
job,
in.
Drew.
Thanks.
Well, Drew's freaking amazing.
Aw.
Yeah, he's done this before.
I painted a miniature.
Colin says, I'm watching this from Ireland and I haven't got a clue about half the foods and drinks you guys are talking about.
That's because in Ireland you have good
I was
food
going to say, yeah.
and potatoes.
And potatoes.
Which
But
are
do you
amazing.
need anything
Where
else?
do they get the potatoes from?
The ground.
No. History lesson.
Shit. I don't know.
South America!
Yo.
That's where they're indigenous too.
Air horn.
I love food history. Facts.
Fun facts with Leona.
She does drop some good knowledge. Keeps us on our toes.
It's true.
Delightful.
Also, James says, my favorite flavor is lab drink.
He knows what's up.
He does know what's up.
That's right.
He knows what he's about. Don't you give him no lip.
Going to a restaurant? Excuse me,
I'm
sir.
actually getting really good at, or far on this miniature, because you guys are like the best at talking.
Shane says,
That's what happens
We're
when you
making
invite
it
sassy
easy on
people.
you.
Yeah.
Yes. What did Shane say?
he said, Richard's dragon is nice. Is that 8 or 9 layers of gold?
No, it's gold. It's also copper and a little bit of bronze.
Well, you know, you
So-
did like put a whole big, very
Gob-
small controlled splat of gold on your palette. that
It just
you
from the
definitely
camera
don't need to
angle, it
use
looks
up.
like you're painting on like 4
Different
like
colors of gold.
Yeah,
Perfect.
like layers and
There,
layers
here,
of
let me help
gold.
you out. There. Oh, here we go. You can see the other colors right there.
The sass. Sorry.
The sass.
Mad Zapper says, "Hi, Drew.
Hey, what's up, Mad?
Is he?
She is quite mad
Nice.
and lives out in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Ew,
nice.
That's a fun place to live.
Yeah.
Do you go to Battlezone Comics and Games out there, Mad Zapper?
It's a big place."
It is a big what?
Also, Carl says, "Quote: You guys are the best at talking. Somewhere in the world, Dave sheds a tear."
Well, Dave
Womp
Dave is
womp.
working on his book this week.
Yes.
He took a break to work on his book, but oddly, a lot of the photos he's been putting up have been at the beach. So
You know, sometimes you have to go to the beach and listen
find your
to
zen?
the-
He's
yeah.
working hard.
he's there.
I also
Hardly
like to work
working, I
really
forget
hard
which.
at the beach.
Makes
I,
sense.
you know,
Doesn't make sense.
I like to work out at the beach.
What?
Yeah, I do a lot of 12-ounce curls.
Oh, I feel you.
that's-
Last time I was at the beach, someone tried to roll me back in the water.
Oh.
They're
Oh.
like, save him.
I have a question. The dragon that we can win,
Yes.
will it be painted?
It will not be painted. It'll be an unpainted mini, but we do challenge you that once you get it, paint it and put it into the Painting Happy Little Minis group. Where you should, if you're not a part of the group, you should join up.
I want to see what people do.
There's some amazing artists in that group.
It's
like,
true.
It's like, what the heck?
Tears for the amazing art. I look at it, I'm like, ah.
I'm getting there with my this is my first little mini ever.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
looking good.
happy. First mini. Baby's first mini, guys.
Oh yeah, it does look really good. From the, I have a camera blocking me, that's why I can't see it.
Also, is Dave in the? Hey, my brother's in there. Hello from Michigan. That is my brother.
Hi, brother from Michigan.
Dave is not in the chat.
He's not.
Never mind.
Bye, Dave from Michigan.
No, that's Todd.
Todd from Michigan.
Hi,
Oh,
Todd.
hi, Todd from
But I was
Michigan.
gonna say
Dave from Australia is not in the chat.
Dave from Australia is not in the chat because if he would have saw it, we all know what he'd ask.
Is it a work in progress?
Yep.
He's never gonna live that one out. I want to make a T-shirt now.
Yeah. Is it a work in progress?
Also, Steve asked Drew, is the 12-ounce curls of quote-unquote lab drink?
Delicious lab drink.
It's my favorite.
It's usually grog.
I'm so pumped for Ren
God.
Fair.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed.
So if any of you in the chat are in the Maryland or the DMV area, and Pennsylvania, we'll add that too. The Maryland Ren Fair starts this weekend. So you may actually see some of us there.
Lurking.
Lurking on occasion. Right around isn't one of the taverns called the Red Dragon Tavern or something like that?
I know there's the White Hart.
That's by the jousting area, right?
Yeah, there might be. I forget.
I don't know.
I don't
you know,
normally frequent it.
I don't normally look at the places I'm drinking. I just
Makes
show
sense.
up and alcohol
do it.
appears in my hand.
Wow.
You
I
are
like
you
how
a
you went to
wizard?
say something.
No, she is not a wizard. She is a witch. She is a witch, much like the witch from Disenchanted.
Oh, there's my real laugh.
There's my voice.
Yay.
Oh, Jeff says, okay, I'll see you guys there on Saturday.
Sweet.
Ooh, fun.
I didn't say we're going this
Yeah,
weekend. I'm saying it starts this weekend.
I might.
No, I probably am on Saturday.
It depends if my gear gets in. I ordered some new stuff.
Yeah, Saturday is my wife's birthday,
Oh,
so
fun.
we may not be going to the Ren Fair, but she will definitely be there on Sunday.
Nice.
She works down there at one of the shops.
Okay.
I still think it'd be really cool to like set up people at the Renfest as basically NPCs and have like a live D&D like quest or something like that.
I mean, that's what all the shopkeepers are.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I love them.
Yeah, you go there and you'd be like, oh, welcome, young adventurer. Is there any wares in which you seek this day in my fair shop? And you'd be like, what?
You know, one time I was at like a little tiny, it wasn't even a Ren Fair, it was like an apple festival. But there was a guy who had little wooden swords and weaponry and knickknacks who definitely sold them at a Ren Fair when he was not at apple festivals. And
The Apple
I
Festival
just,
sounds like the place to go.
Yeah.
I decided to get one for my friend, and I pop up and I'm like, "Hello, I'd like to purchase something." And he just turns around like super slow and he's like, "Choose carefully for what you choose." Well, and goes in this big. I was like, "Oh man,
I like this.
you're the bestest. I wanted that one."
I'll take them all.
For the Horde.
That's right. For the
For
Horde.
the word.
Hashtag Dragon Horde. Dragon's Horde. There's an S.
Did you see what I did there?
I did.
That's good. That's
Transitions aplenty.
I do what I can.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
You know how people have those like little dragons that can sit on your shoulder, and then they're puppets. They can move.
Those are so cute.
Those are great.
Those are magical.
You want one of those? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was just saying like that's like
But you want
something
one?
at the Ren Fair that you see a lot.
Oh, but you want
And
one
if
of those?
people really
They
know
do
how
sell
to
them
use
there.
Yeah.
Where so they have the cord that goes down and you're holding it in your hand and you.
There was this
Mhm.
lady there
Twist
that
it.
like worked it really well,
Mhm.
and it was really cool. It looked like a real.
Little breathing thing.
I can dig it. I like going to where the helmets are. It's like right by the jousting area. There's one of the vendors sells all the. They have the swords, but they also have like Conan's helmet and the gladiator helmet. and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Um,
like a little blacksmith
yeah,
kind of place.
yeah.
Yeah, they always have fun toys.
This is so true.
Also, Mad Zapper says the Maryland Ren Fair is by far one of the best.
It's true.
I know so many people that work there, though. It's always like,
Yeah, family reunion.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Because my friend Kat works at that one that has the helmets and everything.
Also, real quick, I have a question from Colin. Will you be messaging the winner? Because I gotta go and work.
I will. I will be messaging the winner and putting the winner's name in the chat afterwards. So just stay tuned, everybody.
Carl says helmets by the jousting area. Discount if there's a head still in it.
Yes.
Also, apparently Maryland's official sport is jousting.
It
It
is.
is. Little known fact.
I know a few jousters. Fun fact, also.
Indeed. With words.
They're cool.
Which is funny because the only two places you can see it are at the Ren Fest or Medieval Times.
True.
Yeah, well.
I'm so bad at this.
All right. So just some final reminders, everybody. Please go check out albinodragon.com. If you are not the winner, you can get one of these dragons through their website with the discount code Dragons Horde.
Oh, that was way too much.
And
You have to use it all now.
if you haven't already, if this is your first time
Challenge.
watching us today, we really appreciate you joining us. And please join our Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group so that whatever projects you might be working on, you can share with us. If you have any questions on some painting tips, there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of amazing painters in there. Drew, Dave, Josh from Mini Painting Studios. You've got Realmsmith TV hangs out in there. There's a lot of amazing painters. Vanessa Muse is in there. And so you can ask lots of questions. Or if you have some great tips and ideas on how to up other people's games, we want to hear all that stuff and share.
Oh, yeah.
We're building a really good community there. And speaking of community, go to your local game store. You need to be a part of your local community and go into your game store, interacting with other players, other painters. If you're a D&D person, you can probably find a game there, or people to join in on a game that you might want to put together. Board gamers, all the fun stuffs, you can find them at your local game store. So please do that. And take pictures. I ask this all the time. If you're at your local game store, please take a picture of while you're there and put it in, send it to us so we can shout you out
Selfie.
and be like, hey,
Just selfie it right there.
yeah, just selfie it, send it to us, and we can shout out your game store, you and your game store, on our show Board Games and Beyond.
Oh, Michael says the Ren Fair in Silverton, Oregon has a game where people dress as rats and the kids go around, quote unquote, catching them and collecting their tails. And then they get to trade them in for little prizes. But you can also catch the plague, and some rats have to go and see the rat catcher for a cure, which is a piece of candy.
That is adorable.
Hilarious. And the tails are
I
ribbons.
love
Yeah, the
that.
tails are ribbons.
It's super
That
cool.
sounds like a birthday party game
Honestly,
waiting to happen.
yeah.
I love that. That's
Let's play Black Plague, guys.
let's play the plague.
Who wants to play Plague?
That's really cute,
I'm
though.
gonna do that at my birthday party.
I want to play.
I love that.
All right. Come on. All right.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
So we got a few more minutes left. Let's take a look at some people's work here. People that are good. You two.
We're all good.
Well, I think it's coming out pretty nice.
Put him on the spinner.
Oh, we're
Yep,
putting it on
yep,
the spinner?
Putting it on the spinner.
Oh,
Leona
oh.
is giving us our
That's our
instructions.
cue?
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Kind of
Okay, never mind.
blue,
There.
icy, gold dragon kind of thing. Yeah.
That looks great.
I like 'em,
I actually
'em.
like when you come back around, as you look at the wings there, how you have the deep shade, and then on the inside you kind of did a lighter shade.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Some light effect going on there.
When you come back around, you all see it.
Baby's first mini.
Baby's first mini.
Yeah.
I really like the face.
Yeah, the face looks great. Yeah, you can see right in like the deepest concave part of the wings where it's a little lighter. It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Bam.
Now let's put Drew's up there.
Now he needs a name. Guys, name my dragon.
Yes.
It's true.
Right. So I have, here's my red dragon.
Very nice.
Ridiculous. So good.
Not bad for about 45 minutes worth of work.
Yeah. It's insane. The musculature is sick. The scale work. Look at that. Going up the back. Jesus.
Crying because it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah.
Jeez.
They're really good.
He's a fun one. This is a fun model. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah. And again, if you aren't the one that's chosen as a winner, I do apologize, but you can use Dragon's Horde as a discount code over at albinodragon.com to pick one of these up. And we'll show the last miniature. And
Yeah.
Is that gold?
It's
I'm not quite sure if that's gold.
Yes, it's a gold dragon.
I think it's a shiny yellow.
Good job, everybody.
Rick, that needs to be the
That needs to be the next award for our next speed painting competition.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the golden dragon.
Golden dragon.
Oh, I like that.
It'd be a lot better than the golden brush. It looked great. It was a great idea.
It did look great. It looks great in my display case.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you really
can
put it in?
yeah.
I
You
thought-
can really tell that you spent threes of dollars.
Threes of dollars.
Threes of dollars.
Actually, it was like $10 for that brush alone, and then threes of dollars for the
Heavens.
paint to paint the brush.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Get it right, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried.
But yes, I put the figure that I painted in that competition on it, and I put it
Nice.
right in one of the display shelves
Nice.
at home.
Very cool. Well, oh man, I'm gonna get me all verklempt and
Do you want a hug?
always.
All right.
And speaking of hugs, so this weekend, Ren Fair and other fun stuff's going on. If you're in the Maryland area, our friends over at Transcendent Events are holding a nerd night out in Bel Air. If you look up Transcendent Events on Facebook, you can check out what they've got going on. They didn't know I was going to shout them out today, but there you go, you guys. Shout out.
I want to go.
Next week, I'll be at Dragon Con, Thursday through Monday.
Ooh.
So if you are at Dragon Con, I'll be on the 3rd floor of the dealer's hall at the Big City Comics booth during vendor hours most of the time. I might explore a little bit, but I'll be up there taking photos of all the cosplayers walking by. They won't know I'm doing it because I'm really weird and sneaky like that. They're like, here comes one, and get them. No. But
Hanging out in the bushes?
yeah. Well, so there's a big, Big City Comics is bringing
really
a big
big bush.
inflatable dragon for their booth, and we're going to take pictures of
Oh,
people
nice.
with the dragon.
Cool.
So that'll be fun. Then after that is Alliance Open House. Then it's Keystone Comic Con. I'll be there. And then Baltimore Comic Con, New York Comic Con, PAX Unplugged. Those are some other events that we'll be at. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
Go to your local game store. # Dragon's Horde. # Hashtag join us over at freaking Painting Happy Little Minis in the Facebook group.
You know there's a 140 character limit on Twitter, right?
Hashtag.
Hashtag crap. I'm Rick,
I'm Gretchen.
I'm Drew.
and we'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.